Hey there, happy Monday. We are kicking off this first full week of February with a couple of interesting things happening in the forecast. Number one, as you see behind me, the fog causing a little bit of a struggle on this Monday morning for drivers. But also, this is the first full week of February. This is going to be more like a spring kind of situation for us too. We have to talk about some warmer temperatures in the mix as well. So we'll get to it starting with that fog. Here's the view over SPID, and yeah, kind of tough to see out there, but we want to make sure if you are getting ready to head up and out the door, give yourself a little bit of extra time, keep ample space between you and other vehicles, and make it a safe one, because this is not going to be our only foggy start this morning. And even if it's not that bad where you are beginning your commute, you might encounter some of this dense fog along the way. 6:47 your time right now, and here's a look at conditions across the coastal bend. We're in the 60s in some form or fashion across all of our neighborhoods, whether that's lower 60s in places like Beeville, reporting 64 degrees for that temperature right now, 63 in Port A, or warmer, where we're just shy of 70 degrees in Kingsville. By the way, that's where we've had the best visibility so far this morning, 5 whole miles, in contrast to the half-mile visibility at CCIA this morning. So no matter where you go, again, give yourself some extra time and expect to find a bit of fog along that commute. We'll have this dense fog advisory you see here in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. It does include the local bays and waterways, as well as those near shore waters, where we expect visibility to drop down to a quarter of a mile or worse. And while this will likely expire at 9 a.m., I have a sneaking suspicion that along the water, we're still going to be pretty hazy throughout the day. And then tonight, this fog comes back. So keep that in mind if you're planning for the next couple days into this week. But how about for that dog walking forecast? Our star today, this is Baby Sturgeon. Loves to get out to the beach, go for that walk. But I don't think we'll need the sweater today. We are going to be quite warm here across the coastal bend as temperatures warm into those 80s. Take a look. We're going to be just shy of that as we head through the lunch hour. But again, they won't be far behind. Another thing to consider is this wind situation. Generally, a south to southeast wind situation setting up for us this week that is really going to push our temperatures and something more we see into the spring. In fact, with highs in the lower 80s, this is more of an April kind of situation, whereas in February, we're still trying to get over the hump of 70 degrees. Yeah, this is a pretty warm false spring scenario for us. So be ready for that, but it comes with the humidity because of that onshore flow. So all in all, here's what to expect on this Monday. This afternoon is going to be a warm one. If you like the weather this weekend, you'll like the temperatures today. We'll stay a little cooler in those northern and coastal neighborhoods because of the lingering haze and fog out there, but that does look to come back in. I'm not really counting on any kind of rain. That might be more of the mist that follows in with the fog this evening. Notice this kind of shadow along the coast. That's the sea fog rolling back in. And then as we start things out on Tuesday, another dense fog kind of situation expected. But the big weather pattern is pretty quiet, so we're going to see the same weather pattern developing over the next couple of days. The one change will be that humidity stays high and winds will continue to increase. So we get strong, humid winds onshore, where our winds will be pushing gusts around 30 miles per hour, but sustained winds 20 to 25 into the middle and the end of this week. Do we make any rain out of all of this humidity? Not counting on it. We're likely not going to see much for rain chances over the next 7 days, but we are going to see a little bit of this fall spring, warm, humid, and breezy conditions as we head on into the weekend.